to soft me when we have, my kwe. But this man has this habit of sticking his fingers in my a-hole unexpectedly, sometimes forcefully. I have been having diarrhea for the past 3 days. So when he did it today, I let him. He was trying to hide the disgust on his face when he perceives the stank. Idiot, Olori Buruku, something where I don't want you tire. This is just the beginning.
What was he expecting when he was putting his finger there? What was he thinking was going to come out? Juice?
This? What the?
Oh my God!
What in God's name? I don't even know how to react to that.
I don't know.
If I am
Good
being
for
honest.
him.
Very random.
Good for him.
That is one
Why
hell
you
of a
feeling
random
disgusted?
confession.
Good for you.
What the-
And it is, I could not even show his disgust. Like, you could not tell her because he's been doing it.
What was
Oh,
he
God.
digging for inside there?
I just tire.
Go.
People have weird kinks. You guys have
No,
weird
maybe because ice
fetishes
cream
and
was
weird
going to come
kinks.
out.
Why this is so cringe, man? You
Wow.
have to stop. That is wild, though. How do we react to something like that?
And these things are happening in Nigeria.
I guess the
Anna.
only advice I can give is stop putting your fingers where your finger doesn't
It's
belong.
not supposed to be, please.
Live my life into struggles. Try to make money bundle. Many things me I don't do. Feeling like shut up bundle. Getting money let it come true. No go tell you what I can't do. Until you see me pull over. Then you see I was in a Range Rover. No go jazz, show me love for the job, for the job, show me money. We the grind no matter the cause. Now me be the charger, be the brother. No put us on that.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Talks with Intalks. But before we get right into this episode, the song we were just vibing to, that is a song by our very own artist, Mycon. And the song is called Jojo. So do well to stream on all platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you're streaming from. You can find the song on every platform. So tune in. But for now, let's get right into today's podcast. But before we begin, I'm going to introduce myself. Hey guys, it's CK. And with me today, I've got my lovely co-host. Am I right? We have the lovely drum roll, please.
Queen Prissy.
Yay!
And Samira.
You guys look lovely.
Thank
As always.
you.
And the fact that we're all matching in terms of shoe color.
Right?
Yeah.
This is cute. We've got New Balance, we've got Adidas, we've got Nikes. Yeah, I've got the least expensive shoes. Yeah,
Please, don't start.
I'm not even joking.
Don't start.
Yeah, you guys, that's
no
like.
comment.
But for today's episode, we do not have a specific topic we'll be discussing about. We'll be reacting basically to a lot of anonymous confessions. And from there, we'll just give advice because some of these confessions ask for advice. Some of them are just like direct, but we'll just read through some of them and then we'll give our honest opinions. And we'd also like for you to give your own opinions in the comment section. All right, let's get straight into the video. All right. Samira, what do you have for me?
Oh yeah, let me start. I'm so glad I'm starting. Okay, so this one says, I met this guy at a house party and we became friends. That day we didn't talk much. We just exchanged contacts and we have been chatting since then. He works in an oil company and he has a couple of businesses too. So he has money. One day we arranged to meet at a restaurant, bills on him and stuff like that. He crossed his legs and wore a crop top. He was cool and all. Then he started gossiping about women with his friends at the restaurant right there in front of me. Any small thing we talked about, he would say things like purr or whatever while he bangs his hands in the air in a girly manner. Then I knew I didn't want to have anything to do with him. He was actually a referral safe. He was a referral and I wanted to experience the things he said he does. Such a loss. He looks like he'd be really good at it, being a gossip boy, because that day all the conversation was based on all the women he has as friends. Any small thing he would laugh and cover his mouth in a girly manner.
I can imagine. Gossip boy for real.
Oh, is he LGBTQ?
We don't know. But we hear cropped up, we hear hands in the air, we hear purr.
So I'm just imagining
the mannerism.
Just imagine that's how, when I came to the podcast, that's how I talk.
I would kick you.
Nah, I'm too fly for that. But anyways, that is wild though.
Oh yeah.
It's really a disappointment. Waste of
Waste of outing. because there was no talking station. Or
As long as
like-
at the end of the day he paid for whatever it
well,
is
he
she's
did
having.
pay. He did
Mhm.
pay. So yeah.
So I guess
Paid, but never again.
I guess
Never
a man,
again.
I guess a man will
Never
always
again.
be a man. So what's up?
Mm-hmm.
All right, for our next anonymous topic. This one is interesting because I've got so much to say about this particular one, and I feel like you guys would have something to say about this one too. But let's get straight into it. I rented an apartment with my boyfriend. We paid 50-50.
Okay.
Earlier this year, he brought in his friend to live with us against my will. I guess you guys already know where this is going. We were to get married once he's done with his masters. To cut the long story short, I am 3 months gone for his friend.
3 months gone.
3
Gone
months
as in-
gone,
as
as
in
in
3
3 months.
months
3 months
Pregnancy.
3
pregnant.
months on alive.
3 months pregnant for
As a
his
how,
friend. Sadly, his friend has a serious relationship. One of those. My guy believes that he is responsible for the pregnancy. When I told his friend that I'm pregnant for him, he said I should pretend that the baby belongs to my guy. Wow, what a friend. While he looks for money to rent his own apartment and then end his relationship with his girlfriend. I love him and would want to settle down with him. As for my guy, he would deal with it because I did my best to discourage him from bringing his friends to live with us. Moreover, he wasn't serious about marrying me. Where I need advice is on how to deal with his girlfriend because she happens to be someone I know. What the? And do you think he will rent an apartment and take care of me like he promised? This can happen to anyone. Please don't judge me. Just advise me.
First
They
of
will
all,
judge you.
I'm
did she
already-
just blame
I'm
her
already
boyfriend
judging you.
for bringing his friend and
Yeah,
then her
and
sleeping
then-
with the friend?
I feel like there's like a lot to unpack
Yeah.
for this. Like from this particular, I think there's a lot to unpack. First off, the boyfriend bringing his friend to the house.
Yes, that one was one mistake.
Good. Let me get this straight. Okay, boyfriend, you're not married yet, so I think that is sort of like granted for you to have your friend to come just chill with you for a while, even if you probably
Moved
stay.
in.
But this one
Don't
was
say
not
chill
chilling,
with
no.
me.
This was moved in.
in.
To
Like
live
started
with us.
living.
Oh wow, it's living with them. Oh. First of all, that is
Why?
wrong. That is wrong for a guy to do. If you are
In
living
fact, from the
alone,
beginning, why you even sharing apartments? Why you living with your boyfriend?
why won't you live?
Why
with
are you
her?
cohabiting?
Why?
If your love language like mine is physical touch, it's okay to live with your
Just
You
boyfriend.
get
can come
married.
and visit me.
Because what do you mean?
But let's forget about the part that, or the fact that the guy messed up by bringing his friend. But what in
girl
God's
said-
name?
He only messed up in one. That is bringing the friend. She
And
messed
then
up
she
in
did
so
like
many
several.
other
The
ways.
friend actually messed up in a lot.
Okay, the friend too. Cause why are you sleeping with your friend?
First of all, you slept with your friend's
are
girlfriend,
not okay.
and then you apparently told the girl to blame it on
On
her
her
boyfriend and say
boyfriend.
it's this.
And then promised her. Men are not good people. People don't know.
Run away.
He promised her that he was
Wait,
going
how
to get his own apartment.
Wait,
and then
how is
bring
this
her in.
the
First
boy
of all-
and the girl's
now, let
fault,
me
and then
explain
men are
you.
not good people?
No, wait. If men are good people, first of all.
Hmm.
Okay, wait. Men are not good people first because the friend, the guy, bro code now should not allow you to sleep with your.
First
Yes,
off,
uphold
first
the
off,
Then secondly, tell her to blame it on your friend. Thirdly, you are promising her that you're going
Marriage.
to get an apartment and move into it and bring her in and break up with your girlfriend. Do you know how many crimes are committing?
first of all, the guy did not grape her.
What?
She
when they say
willingly-
grape
No, I'm
now,
not saying she was
She
not wrong.
willingly
Yeah,
opened
no
her
one
leg.
said
Is the-
So
the-
why are we
the
only
whole-
blaming men
No,
in this
we're not-
scenario?
we're not only- I'm
You
just
said
saying-
men are evil.
I did not
Women
say-
are
we
evil.
just
Yes,
have to
men are not
just
good
state
people.
the fact
Yeah,
first.
men are not good
then
people.
we
Women are
continue.
evil.
Men are not good people.
Women are evil.
Well, what advice does she want again?
What to
don't-
like?
I don't know what
she's-
she wants us to say.
I think apparently the guy promised to rent an apartment for her, and then I think she's
And
already
break up
like,
with his girlfriend.
yes, and then
Please
she's
move
like,
He's
in.
lying to you. He
Move
will
it.
not do
Yeah, I
that.
would say, follow, go, move in with him.
Move it.
Move in
You
with
can't be
him.
second wife.
I think the best advice I can
Whatever
give
you
is,
see, you carry it.
I think the best advice I can give is that just confess to your boyfriend.
I even pity the
Confess to your boyfriend. See, confess to your boyfriend, and because it seems like that guy is a good dude, and if you really care about him, like you say in this message, you care about him, confess to your boyfriend
Don't
and
pin
let
that
this good
pregnancy on
dude
him,
go,
oh.
please. There are a lot of good dudes out there turning back because he's going to actually become a villain. He would
Yeah,
obviously
he-
become a
like,
villain
man,
if
let's
he
be
finds out.
honest.
He's not going to take her, but that's
No,
what I'm
but he
saying.
should never
Confess
take her
to
back.
him, not for the
To him
reason.
might still hurt him the same way.
Not for
Yeah,
the
but it's better for
but
her
just
to confess
imagine
to him
exactly. But just
before
imagine
the
he raises
bet, because-
another man's
Yeah,
child
that is
and
where
they
the
find
problem
out
would be.
eventually. So confess to him now.
She should not even stay with that guy. She doesn't deserve him.
Confess to
At
him
all.
and
Don't know
move
how
on.
good
It's
or
that
bad he
simple.
is, but
At all,
you
at
don't
all.
deserve him.
No, but this is too wild,
You
though.
and your boyfriend's friend deserve each other. In
Y-
fact,
yes.
you should be second wife.
Okay.
Anyway,
So
let's
I'm
go
having-
on.
okay.
Let's go on.
Now this, okay, anyways, let me say it. So there's this married man that I've been seeing for some time now. We met at a lounge and we became friends. Although this man was used to to soft me when we have, mekwe. But this man has this habit of sticking his fingers in my a-hole unexpectedly, sometimes forcefully. I have been having diarrhea for the past 3 days. So when he did it today, I let him. He was trying to hide the disgust on his face when he perceived the stank. Idiot, Olori Buruku, something where I don't want you tire. This is just the beginning.
What was he expecting when he was putting his finger there? What was he thinking was going to come out? Juice?
This? What the?
Oh my God.
What in God's name? I don't even know how to react to that.
I don't know.
If I am
Good
being
for
honest.
him.
Very random.
Good for him.
That is one
Why
hell
you
of a
feeling
random
disgusted?
confession.
Good for
What
you.
the-
And it is, I could not even show his disgust. Like, you could not tell her because he's been doing it.
What was
Oh,
he
God.
digging for inside there?
I just tire.
Go.
People have weird kinks. You guys have
No,
weird
maybe he thought ice
fetishes
cream
and
was
weird
going to come
kinks.
Stop. Why this is so cringe, man? You have to
Wow.
stop. That's wild, though. How do we react to something like that?
And these things are happening in Nigeria.
I guess the
Nah.
only advice I can give is stop putting your fingers where your finger doesn't
It's
belong.
not supposed to be,
Why is
please.
your finger even going
That
in?
why is it?
That is an outlet, not an inlet.
Yes.
Please,
was not
gentlemen.
designed for
what
that.
comes out of there normally? So what else were you thinking
What were you
of?
expecting now? Perfumes and fragrance and shit. But anyways, this is another interesting one because this one is it's going to sort of like trigger a couple of people. But it's a very interesting one. And I feel like something that I don't personally relate to, but a lot of people would definitely relate to this. So let's go. I and my boyfriend, we have been dating since our secondary school days, one of those high school lovers. We are both from good homes. We got engaged and we do not have enough finance to do a wedding. So we both agreed to save up and plan towards it. We applied for a visa and got it, both of them. We are presently living together in the same apartment and we have been for a period of 8 months now. We both work and our jobs seem to be taking so much of our time and now we barely have time for ourselves. I have a colleague who is very cute, who is a very cute guy from Ghana, and we seem to have connected very well.
Charlie.
And I think I'm falling for him. He likes me a lot too, while my man on the other hand is not even making any effort to work on our relationship. Each time I talk to him about it, he ends the conversation with, "We are both busy and we should focus on making money first, but I'm bored in the relationship." At this point, I think I want to leave my man and start a relationship with this new guy because he is calm, loving, and cares so much about me. Please, who have an idea about moving in with someone new in the UK? I want to know more details about it. I would have stayed with my man, but he's not even listening to me or trying to see how we can work on our relationship. The other guy is ready to take me in and we vibe really well. Should I still keep my guy by the side and still date this guy just in case something happens, or I should move in with this guy fully? I like my man, but I can't continue staying in a boring relationship. Please, what should I do? Thank you. I hope you get to post my story.
Okay, first of all, the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know.
Nah, I disagree with that quote.
You disagree?
disagree.
No,
I want to
because
the devil you know is always going to be a devil.
Exactly.
But then you know how to
Whether you know the devil
But you don't know
or
if
you don't know the
other
devil.
angel is actually going to be an angel.
An angel is an angel.
But
A
first
devil
of
is
all,
a
does she
devil.
really want to throw away all that effort?
What is even wrong with women?
No, what is
Why are
wrong?
you trying to go and move in with another man?
No,
Then
you
you
don't
people
get
get
it.
too busy for
I'm not
each
even
other.
blaming. I'm not
Exactly.
even blaming the woman in this case. What is wrong with the man? One thing I would always say to men: when you get in a relationship with somebody, you do not stop dating them. You do not stop courting them.
It's possible
Okay,
they
yes.
have grown apart.
See,
Yeah,
they
the
guy
only
just using work
they
as an
only
excuse.
grew apart
She
because
has understood it because
See,
she's in the relationship.
they
She should
only-
just move on because clearly her heart is not there also.
Prezi,
Yes, her
I
heart
feel
is
like
not there, his
I
heart
feel
is
like
not
they only grew apart because they never spent time beside work.
Yeah.
I'm dating somebody, I'm in a relationship, and they're obviously abroad. We have to work to
And they're
make
living
ends meet.
together. So what do
We
you
are
mean by
living
you're too
together.
busy?
What do you mean?
Unless
come
somebody's
back home,
doing
what do
morning
you-
shift, one is
Exactly.
doing night shift.
What do you mean we do not get weekends, at least Sundays, to plan a date
Exactly now.
and do something
There was
fun?
no effort put.
I swear, I feel like the nigga wasn't. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a black person. I can say nigga. I feel like the person wasn't putting enough effort. The guy wasn't putting enough effort into the relationship anymore to sort of like court his girlfriend, take her out on date, plan something together. And now obviously she's catching feelings because she's a woman, and even
Yeah.
men will do that
And
too.
she's now, this guy is having her time at work.
and they work
Because
together,
they work
so they see each
together.
other every day, basically.
But do you know
But is
that I
that-
believe if they eventually move in together, if
Same
she
thing will
goes to
happen
move in
now.
with this guy,
Mm.
they might start having issues at work. They might because they work together. If they start living together, they'll be bringing their issues from home to work, and
to
it will
work.
still affect the relationship.
will
So,
affect
girl,
it.
please move out, go and live on your own, and decide if you want to stick with your man or you want to go to this new man. Case closed.
And it's
See, Fini.
moving out in the UK is not so easy. Let's get that.
Yes,
first
it's
of all,
also
because
not
it's
so
a
easy.
lot
Find
of
someone
it's a lot
else,
of
not
money.
a man you
But
want to
what
be dating.
advice I would give is this is something I would never do in a relationship personally. I would never try to teach the same thing to a person over and over and over again.
Right.
If I have
Yeah.
to teach you the same thing over
Then
and
it
over
means
again,
you're not
then you
interested
are
in
not
it.
for me.
interested. Yeah.
So whenever, I'm sure she, like, from the message, she said she's spoken to her boyfriend about it, and there's still been no change in the situation.
That's why I said I'm
So-
sure they've grown apart.
Yeah,
So
because
she should just move
if
on.
you keep teaching, my advice is just move on. As long as you've spoken to him about it, you are clear conscienced, and then you can move on. And then if you choose to want to move in with that person that is giving, because don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband.
Well, I won't advise you to move in with that guy.
Don't
please.
move in. Just go. Stay
Just
on your
go
own
stay
first.
stay with someone else instead. And
Yeah.
Exactly,
date
because
the new
although
guy.
if you don't really know
Better,
him that
exactly.
much,
You want to just
but-
move in
And
just like
don't
that.
move in.
But what I
because-
suggested was bad advice. So stick with your boyfriends. What do you mean? Don't
It's
let your
not bad
boyfriend
advice,
stop you
so
from-
leave
bad,
him.
terrible advice.
I
Don't-
mean, do what is on your mind because at this point,
if your partner is good to you, please stay with your
Yes,
partner.
if that's the
if
only
your
issue,
partner
you
is
can work
terrible,
on it.
talk to them about it and move on.
If you have talked to them and they are not,
I mean, they're
listening,
talking
my
about
darling,
marriage. They're not even
move
just
on.
talking like
I
marriage.
swear.
They want to get married.
I obviously
and
would
he
not
wants to
support
get
cheating.
married.
I don't support
If he
cheating in
wants to
any
get
way or
married, he
form.
will behave like he wants to get
Yeah,
married.
but it's just that they are focusing too much on the money they will use to get,
Get
married.
married.
Were they not working before they started living together? They were both working.
Yes,
before
but
they
at that point they were not
But
working
there was
as
no
hard.
issue.
No, they were
Because now
living in the
need
country
more
before and
money.
they traveled to the UK and they started working, because living abroad for sure. I
Actually,
know
you have
she's
to
been in
work
the
all
UK.
the time.
Exactly, you have to literally work all the time, but making plans at least once a week to
Yes,
know,
you always
hang
have
out.
breaks. I don't
think-
understand.
I believe that they are just not prioritizing each other.
Yeah,
or
they are
he
not.
was
Exactly.
not prioritizing her, because that guy that she's been seeing at work,
He's
that
working
she's
too.
studying, he's working too, and I'm sure they must have met outside work too.
Yes, definitely.
I'm very sure their relationship or they are. I think she said they've gone out or so.
I don't know, not really sure about. I just
But
feel like they must have done
He's
something
yeah,
like
they've
that.
probably
He's
gone
making-
out,
It's not
exactly.
yeah.
the only work, yes. So they've probably gone out a few times, had spent time. So if what
I'm a relationship.
Anyways,
Fine.
darling, just move out if you can,
please
Figure
move
and
things
on.
then
out,
figure
I beg.
things out. Figure what you want, what
Yeah,
you
'cause
really
at this
want.
point, you don't really know what.
Because
you
your
want.
boyfriend is not it. Trust me.
Okay, so mine, this one's a short one. My wife caught me cheating the night before our wedding, and she still went ahead with the wedding. She refuses
Yeah,
to
no
talk
catch.
about it, but it has been a miserable 1 year of marriage to her because she makes me feel like I have to watch my back every time. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night to see her looking at me.
That is enough torment. That's why. That's
For a whole
enough
year,